Something is brewing inside TCO Performance Center. You can feel the shift. A different kind of energy is taking over Minnesota right now. This star is walking into a situation that could redefine our entire decade. It is about pride, the North, and the future of this franchise. We have been waiting for a moment that feels this heavy. If you are part of the Vikings faithful, hit that like button and subscribe. We are chasing a Super Bowl, and this journey starts with a massive revelation. Something big is happening, and the pressure is finally reaching a boiling point. The news just broke, and it feels like a movie script. We are opening the 2026 season right at home, hosting the Green Bay Packers at US Bank Stadium. But this isn't just another game on the schedule. This is a collision course. There is reports circulating that this September 13th matchup will be the world's first real look at Kyler Murray in a Vikings uniform. Think about that for a second. We signed Kyler to a one-year deal, and the buzz coming out of the building is that this is a true, no-holds-barred competition with J.J. McCarthy. The coaching staff isn't handing anything out. They want to see who has the ice in their veins to lead this team against our biggest rivals. Kevin O'Connell led us to a dominant win over Green Bay in his very first game back in 2022, and now the stakes feel even higher. Justin Jefferson is still the focal point, but who is throwing him the ball? That is the question haunting every fan right now. It is a rematch of how last season ended, but everything has changed. Last time, the Packers were resting guys like Jordan Love because they had the playoffs locked up. We were just trying to get Justin his yards. But now the slate is clean and the tension is rising. There is this hidden feeling that the winner of this quarterback battle doesn't just win the starting job. They inherit the soul of this offense. The atmosphere in Minneapolis is going to be electric, but it is also filled with a nervous uncertainty. We are looking at a veteran who needs to prove he still belongs in Kyler Murray, going up against the young face of the future in J.J. McCarthy. This move could change everything for the NFC North hierarchy. If Kyler wins the job and torches the Packers like he is capable of, the narrative around this team shifts instantly. But if there is a struggle, if the chemistry isn't there, it could be a long road ahead. The schedule leakers have given us the date, but the team is giving us a drama that feels heavier than any opener in recent memory. This is about establishing an identity. We need to be ready because the implications for the rest of the season start right here on day one for us fans. But here is where the plot thickens for the border battle. While we are debating our quarterback future, the Packers are dealing with a massive blow. Reports from Adam Schefter suggest that Micah Parsons is likely headed for the PUP list. He is still recovering from that devastating ACL tear in December. Now, as a fan, you never want to see a player injured, but from a strategic standpoint, this changes the entire geometry of the season opener. If Parsons is out, that suffocating pressure the Packers rely on starts to crumble. This creates a massive window of opportunity for whoever starts under center for us. Whether it is Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy, they might not have to deal with the most dangerous pass rusher in the league breathing down their neck. That provides a sense of relief, but it also increases the pressure on our offense to perform. There are no excuses left. If the Packers are vulnerable, we have to capitalize. But the risk is still there. Green Bay is a well-oiled machine, and they have found ways to win without stars before. The real concern for us is whether our own chemistry can solidify fast enough. We are bringing in a new quarterback dynamic into a room that was supposed to be JJ's kingdom. Some are saying this competition could create a rift, while others believe it will bring out the best in both men. The roster impact is huge. If Kyler takes the reins, he brings a mobility we haven't seen since the peak of the mobile QB era. If JJ wins it, we see the growth of a franchise savior. The stakes for this specific game against Green Bay are through the roof because of the historical weight. We are 3-5 all-time against them in openers. We need to flip that script. The tension behind the scenes is about making sure we do not waste this talent. We have Justin Jefferson in his prime. We have a coaching staff that knows how to scheme. But the uncertainty of a new quarterback era is always a gamble. It feels like we are standing on the edge of a cliff, looking at a beautiful view, but knowing one wrong step could be disastrous for the season ahead of us. This is where things change. This is not just about one game in September. This is about the Super Bowl window. Every move Andrew Miller and the front office make right now is being scrutinized. There is a feeling that we cannot afford a slow start. If Kyler Murray is the guy, he is playing for his career. If J.J. McCarthy is the guy, he is playing for his legacy. And that is the biggest question facing the Vikings right now. Can this team handle the emotional weight of a quarterback competition while preparing for a rival that wants to ruin our home opener? The implications are massive. A win against the Packers without Parsons would send a message to the entire NFL that the Vikings are the kings of the North. But a loss would immediately spark questions about the quarterback choice and the direction of the franchise. It is an emotional loop we have been in before, but it feels different this time. There is a sense of urgency that did not exist a couple of years ago. We are seeing a roster built to win now, but with a giant question mark at the most important position. This could become something much bigger than a rivalry game. It could be the start of a legendary comeback for Kyler or the beginning of the McCarthy era. The narrative is shifting every single day in practice. Coaches are looking for leadership, for that spark that ignites a locker room. If the offense clicks, we are looking at a high-flying unit that can score on anyone. But if there is hesitation, the pressure from the fans and the media will be relentless. We have seen how this story goes in Minnesota. We have had the heartbreak. We have had the what-ifs. This season opener feels like a chance to bury those ghosts once and for all. The fact that it is against Green Bay only adds to the drama. It is the perfect stage for a hero to emerge. We are all waiting to see who steps into that light. The future of the franchise is hanging in the balance, and it all comes down to how we handle these next few months of preparation and our deep uncertainty. I am going to be honest with you all. This actually worries me a little bit, but in the best way possible. I really like the move to bring in Kyler Murray on a veteran minimum deal. It is a low-risk, high-reward play that puts a massive amount of competitive pressure on J.J. McCarthy. I think fans should pay attention to how Kyler carries himself in these early sessions. He is a former #1 overall pick with something to prove. That kind of hunger is dangerous for opponents. But on the other side, I worry about the chemistry with Justin Jefferson. We saw what they did in 2022 when KOC first took over, and it was beautiful. Can Kyler replicate that timing? Or is JJ the one who truly understands the rhythm of this system? This could be incredible, seeing a revamped offense take the league by storm. Or this could become a problem if the locker room gets divided. I have lived through enough Viking seasons to know that nothing is ever simple. There is a cautious optimism in my gut because the talent level on this team is undeniable. Getting the Packers at home, especially with Micah Parsons potentially sidelined, is a gift from the schedule gods. We have to take advantage of it. It is about more than just a win. It is about setting a tone for the entire year. I want to see a team that plays with a chip on its shoulder. I want to see a quarterback, whoever it is, who is not afraid to take shots downfield to our playmakers. This move to bring in Kyler feels like a chess move by the front office to ensure we have a backup plan, but it might just turn into the primary plan if he captures that old magic. We are at a crossroads. The atmosphere in the stadium on September 13th is going to be unlike anything we have seen. You can feel the tension in the air already. This is why we love this team. The highs are high, and the uncertainty keeps us coming back. I believe in the vision, but I am keeping my expectations guarded until I see that first touchdown pass against the green and gold. It is time to fight. The story is far from over, and honestly, it is just getting started. The fact that the NFL chose this matchup for the opener tells you everything you need to know about the respect this rivalry still commands. We are looking at a season that could define the next 5 years of Vikings football. Will Kyler Murray reclaim his status as an elite starter? Will J.J. McCarthy prove he is the undisputed future? The unresolved tension in the air is palpable. We are heading into a summer of speculation, but the reality will hit us all on that Sunday afternoon in September. Something bigger is still coming, and I can feel it in my bones. This isn't just about football. It is about the heart of Minnesota. We need to stand together as the Vikings faithful and show the world that US Bank Stadium is the toughest place to play in the league. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Who do you want to see starting against the Packers? Is Kyler the answer? Or are you all in on JJ? Let us get the discussion going, because this is our team. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you do not miss a single update as this quarterback battle heats up. We are on the road to something special, and I am glad you are here for the ride. Skol Vikings. Let us show the North who really runs this division. Stay tuned, fans.